everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Silver Fist on the Silver Fist channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how I got into stacking, and basically it's a story that's probably going to be very familiar with a lot of you. You know, when I was younger I used to spend money as soon as it got into my hand, work, spend it, get into debt. I remember as soon as I was a teenager getting a phone and getting behind with that. Yeah, I was never very good with money at all. And I got a little bit older and yeah, I managed to save a little bit, but then, you know, it just got spent up, and this is how it goes on. And then, you know, I heard about quantitative easing and kind of didn't know what it was, but wanted to know what it was. And that's when I started looking into about money and kind of followed the money back through the banks to like the Bank of International Settlements in Switzerland, and looked into that and realised how they're all kind of under the same umbrella. All these countries that are supposed to be against each other are actually all controlled by the same banking system. You know, it's a familiar story, but you know, it was shocking to me, really shocking, really shocking. And you know, I did a bit more research, and obviously you come across people like The Truth Never Told, and I'm sure all of us have watched these videos, and you know, it's based in truth, isn't it? So it's easy to get sucked right in, and I definitely got sucked right in. And I still think, you know, there's a lot of truth to it, but it's easy to get sucked in and just quickly silver, throw everything you've got into silver and have no food money left for the week, you know, if you're not careful. Especially for me, who's quite compulsive, and yeah, I'm quite spontaneous, you know, I have to be really careful with myself. Yeah, and then obviously Mike Maloney as well, same kind of thing. A lot of what he says is, I guess, based in fact, or he's taking fact and using it to make his own story. I'm not quite sure, but I basically got sucked right in and started buying silver, but realised that I could collect silver and I could hoard it and collect different pieces and get right into it. And it was different to currency or money in the bank, because if I sold that piece or swapped that piece, I wouldn't be able to get the same piece back. It's not like a £10 note or a £20 note that one's the same as another. You know, it was actually something which I wanted to hold on to, so I found that I could save a little bit this way, and that's what I've slowly been doing. Yeah, so I nearly put way too much into it. This was last year. I don't know if I'm sure you remember the Greek exit, when Greece was in trouble and everything was going to go pop, and you know, the people were kicking off, and I was like, this is it. This is it now. This is when it's going to happen. And I very nearly sold some of my good stuff, my electrical stuff, to chuck it into silver before the Greek exit. And luckily it was Illuminati Silver. I watched their videos and they kind of debunked everything and kind of said slow down and explain why silver is still going to be available. And I didn't sell my stuff and I didn't buy the silver, and I was really glad I didn't, actually, because things went on as normal. Silver was available, the price actually went down again, and yeah, and that's when I started becoming a lot more cautious, and also looking into things a little bit more, and going from what I started with, which is your basic generic bullion, and then how I went into these types of pieces, the semi-numismatics, and more recently influenced by Shadow Stack, the premium high-end stuff. So I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to make another one right now about my evolution of my stacking journey.
Well, that's
See you on the next
shitter.
vid.